Hey Flosstube, welcome to Creative Women's Studio. Hey guys, I'm back a little bit later than normal. I usually record on Saturdays, but this past Saturday, Kevin and I were in Ohio most of the day. We went to Craft Gallery. What can I say? What can I say? Recording Flosstube is always interesting when you have a mouthy dog. So, I got a lot to share with you guys today. First of all, I want to say welcome. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being here and sharing some time out of your day with me. I am so grateful always for you guys' comments, but extra thank you this time for all the well wishes for my birthday. Not well wishes, but birthday wishes. I really appreciate it. It was interesting to see how many people have birthdays like the 28th, the 30th, 31st, January 1st, you know, right in that area the week after Christmas. So thank you, everybody. It just warmed my heart. And I wanted to also say, you know, no offense, because I was saying I'm 55 and I'm old. I think of age, I don't really care, I guess, what age I am, as long as I'm healthy and happy and, you know, still being able to do the things that I love to do. I don't care what age I am. I was doing that just to be funny, so I hope I didn't offend anyone, because some people were like, you're not old, you know, you're only 55. So anyway, to you 20 and 30-year-olds though, I don't think any 20-year-olds probably watch me, but 30 and 40-year-olds, 55 probably seems really old. Okay, what else? Oh gal, spent yesterday taking down Christmas decorations. And every year when I take down Christmas decorations, I am so grumpy and sad. I love the twinkle lights of the tree, the warm glow, because we leave our trees on 24/7. And just the warm glow that it gives when I wake up in the morning. It's still dark out, you know, at nighttime, it's beautiful. I love it. And I love all my ornaments, and I just love having all of that stuff out, and, you know, like all of you do, right? Well, I usually get really sad and kind of crabby. Just ask my husband. And then my friend sent a text message to all of us, like a group message. And I'm going to read it to you because it turned my attitude around 100%. I mean, for Pete's sake, I had just went to church, you know, and if I, instead of focusing on the negative part of, oh, I got to put all this stuff away, oh, I'm so sad, blah, 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 she made me focus on something else that just made the rest of the day beautiful. So let me read it to you. Okay, here we go. She said, "Today is officially the end of Christmas season and the baptism of Jesus. Let us begin this new year with openness to the Holy Spirit and remembrance of the great gift of Christ." And I was like, that's exactly what I needed to hear. Thank you so much, my beautiful friend. Okay. So, you know, when you record these videos as a Flosstuber, I always, maybe not always, but many, many times you say something wrong, you misquote something, you know, you say happy 2021 when it's actually 2022. You know, you say these things and you don't realize that you have made a mistake until you edit it or you upload it and then happen to catch it and it's like, whatever, it's too late now. Well, I said that I finished 4 cross-stitch charts in 2021. I was wrong. I finished 6. I forgot 2 of them. I forgot this one, which was another freebie that I came out with. I can't remember what month I came out with that. I think it was August, because I started it in August, so I'm going to guess this was an August freebie called Kindness is Free, and I finished it in October. I stitched it on Picture This Plus 32 count Bramble. That's right, I did this 2/2, and I am not a fan of 2/2. That's why I prefer stitching on 36 count, or 40 count is actually my sweet spot, but I think I just started something and it's 36 count. So yeah, that was one of them that I forgot. The other one that I forgot that I finished is Sally Emerson. It's in this, I'll explain why it's in this plastic in a minute. Let's see. So this is Sally Emerson. I started in August. I finished December 1st. Stitched on 40 count Grandma Slip by XU Designs. This was a July Patreon chart. This will be released with 2 other patterns in a book at the Nashville Market. So the reason it's in this plastic is because when I went to Craft Gallery, I wanted to see if she had any ready-made frames that would fit it, and if not, we were going to Jeffrey's Antiques, and I was hoping to find something there that it would fit on. So that's part of my haul, though, so we can't get ahead of ourselves. So yeah, I had 6 finishes. So basically 1 every 2 months. And they're little. But hey, I'm a beginner, so there you go. The other thing that I messed up on is when I was telling you at the very end of the video how I like to count or figure out how many things I designed and released in that year. But that did not include the 36 that I designed for Patreon, plus 2 freebies, plus Theresa Venette's advent calendar. Oh, I wonder if that includes the Silver Needle Retreat one. I think it does. And then 2 Punch Needle Primitive Stitcher magazine designs. So it's a whopping total of, my gosh, I told you 26. If you add in the 36 and then those other ones I just mentioned, it's a total of 67 cross-stitch releases in 2021, which is insane. But yeah, you know, designing for Patreon really pushes it over the top. And then with Punch Needle, I had only done 7, but I think I did 2. Pretty sure I had 2 for the Punch Needle Primitive Stitcher magazine, so a total of 9. Yeah, and to think that I started my needlework business with with Punch Needle, and I'm just all into the cross stitch now. But I still love Punch Needle, and I still want to support it. And I mean, there's just not a lot of Punch Needle designers out there, so it's something I really want to keep going. Hey, on that note, I need you guys. I don't need you guys' opinion. I would like your opinion if you don't mind. But for those of you that do Punch Needle, if the fabric did not come in the pattern, would you still purchase a pattern? The reason I'm asking that is because we are still struggling with getting weaver's cloth from the sources that, you know, we have bought from in the past. I don't know when this is gonna end. We're at a point now where we have no weaver's cloth in stock whatsoever. So if I come out with a new design, where am I going to get that weaver's cloth? You know, because we buy it by the bolt, you know, a few bolts or several bolts at a time, and you know, Kevin cuts it into the 13 by 15 size. So we were talking about just offering the pattern, and then when we do get some bolts of fabric in, you know, cut that bolt and then just sell pieces of it on our Etsy shop. So that was something we were considering. I don't know. I'm going to continue to look for sources for weaver's cloth because, you know, with Nashville coming up, we have to make this decision pretty quickly. I mean, if we can't get weaver's cloth, then we obviously can't offer it in our patterns. So, but I'm just curious, you know, what the thought process is for that, because some people say that their Joann's sells weaver's cloth. So if you are a punch needle person and you could go to Joann's and buy, you know, good quality weaver's cloth, or buy it, you know, if you have sources where you can get it around you, or, you know, get pre-cut pieces from other people, you know, maybe you would be fine purchasing a pattern because obviously the pattern is going to be less expensive. And if you already have weaver's cloth on hand, you know, so I don't know how all that would wash out, but just give me your opinion if you have one. Thank you. Okay, yeah, so we've had the grandkids and it has been a total gas. We almost didn't get them last Thursday. Before Christmas, I was sick with like a cold, sinus, all this crud. December 10th, I remember the day because I was doing Vlogmas, and on that day I did not do Vlogmas because I was just so sick. I felt terrible. Well, then, like, I got over it, and then Kevin got it, and right at the tail end of him getting over his, I got it again. So last week, I was hacking and coughing and stuffed up, and it wasn't as bad as the first time I had it. But anyway, was not feeling so hot last week, and Wednesday was the day I was just like, I don't know if we can have the kids tomorrow, but you know, it's one of those things when it's like that kind of a cold, you can wake up the next day and feel great. So yeah, Thursday I woke up, we both felt pretty good and slept pretty good the night, you know, Wednesday night. So felt good enough to have, you know, the kiddos over, and they had already had this cough, cold thing. So anyways, it all worked out, and you know, we're back on the, you know, mend now, and it's like, let's just stay here. Maybe we just got that out of the way and we're going to be good the rest of the winter because I'm over it. It's only January 10th and I'm over it. I want just good health. So yeah, we had them over. The past couple weeks that we've had them, I'm telling you, they are changing so much. And one couple funny things that happened I wanted to tell you guys about. One was, this was a couple weeks ago, and now that Kyle has moved out and him and his dog Bubba have moved out, we can go in the basement and play because Bubba was down there in our downstairs when the grandkids were over. But now that he's not there, you know, we can go downstairs and play. So that's where we have this huge blow up bounce house castle that Ryan got the kids. It's huge. He was surprised how big it was too. And he asked permission. He's like, I really want to get this, but you know, is it okay? Because it's going to be kind of a big toy. And I'm like, oh, it sounds great. Well, now that this huge giant thing is taking up all this space in my downstairs, I'm not really excited about it. So I don't know. We're going to leave in the winter months when we're not outside as much. We're going to leave it up. But come spring, I'm deflating that thing and it's going to be stored and just come out in the winter months because it's huge. But the kids love it. And where was I going with that? Oh, so we've been hanging out downstairs. It's like their treats. When they get there in the morning, you know, we cook them breakfast, we stay upstairs and we play up there and we watch a movie or whatever. They take their nap, and then after their nap is when we go downstairs. And they have all this room down there to run. There's a lot more room. They both have little vehicles that they can scoot around on now because Easton got one for Christmas from us and she had already had a Frozen one. So they have those little things to play on. And lots of room to dance. So if you know Ellery, you know she loves Frozen and dancing and singing to any kind of movie that she, you know, knows the words to. So they were putting, and he does what she does, okay? So they were putting on this like show for us, and it was Ryan and Kevin and I. And the couple funny things happened. One was Kevin was holding his phone and he's recording them, but she thinks he's just like on his phone playing around. And she's dancing, and in the middle of dancing, she stops. She goes, "Hey, put away your phone." Or, "Hey, get off your phone." I can't remember exactly what she said. It was hilarious. And so he just like lowered it down, and then she realized he's recording her, so she was okay with it. It's pretty funny. And then another thing that was pretty funny is Easton got dizzy for the first time. He was dancing and he was spinning in a circle. Well, I was preoccupied, I guess watching Ellery do something. I didn't realize how long he had been spinning. And I just happened to look at him, and he's touching the ground. Like he's standing up, bent over and he's touching the ground. And then he tries to stand up and he goes, you know, kind of sidesteps a bit and he puts his hands back on the ground and he looks over at us and he's starting to cry like he's freaked out. Yeah, evidently that was the first time he's ever spun so much, made himself so dizzy that he was very disoriented and it scared him. God bless him. So of course, I run and pick him up. Oh, you're okay, you just got dizzy. That's why you can't spin, you know, blah, blah, blah. So we had to explain that to him and, oh, so cute. So cute. So I am going to insert a video at the end. Oh yeah, from a conversation I had with them about ice cream. It's hilarious. So that'll be at the end of the video. All right, so announcements. I saw on Riley Blake Designs website that they have the PDF on their site for my next line coming out actually in the fall of 2022, and it's called Stitchy Birds. So I will have a link in the description box below where you can go and look at the PDF and see all of the different patterns. Stitchy Birds is these really fun folk art, whimsical looking birds. There are like sewing tomatoes, there are flowers, there's a sewing machine, there are embroidery hoops with what looks like fabric on it and cross stitching on it, and it says things like Flosstube is my favorite channel. I think it says one says whips and it's in a toss with a vine background. I mean, it's just everything sewing and stitching. So I'm really excited for that to come out. That when you take a look at that, you will see so many ideas for, you know, sewing projects that you guys like to do, but also that's the line I'm going to make my project book out of. So some of those birds will be wool applique. I'm going to have some punch needle. I'm going to have some cross stitch with those birds and flowers and things. So I'm so excited. I'm so excited about that. Oh yeah, something I just discovered today. 195 subscribers away from 10,000 subscribers, you guys. And remember, I told you a couple weeks ago that when I hit 10,000, we're going to do a major giveaway. It's going to be incredible. So I can't say it's going to be right when I hit 10,000 because I need to start planning and getting things in, but it's going to be epic. Let's just say it's going to be epic. All right, so the Vlogmas that I did, and I showed those paintings that I painted every day for Vlogmas, and I mentioned putting them in a cross-stitch book. You all were all on board for that, so that is definitely in the works. And I have not finished my Q&A video with Kevin and then with, you know, just on my own from Vlogmas. Hopefully that will happen this week. Last week, like I said, I wasn't feeling really well, so I didn't even think about it. I completely forgot about it. So today when I was going through the videos and the comments and things, looking for any questions, I was like, oh my gosh, I never did those videos. So that will be coming soon as well. And then I have one more announcement, and it's a sad one. Kristen from CTR, she is the person that designed the CTR punch needle. She has retired. So if you love the CTR needles, you need to buy them now. I mean, I have had the same needle for years, so it's not like they wear out, but if I ever lost it, or maybe I, you know, possibly could drop it and bend the tip and it's no good anymore. So I recommend stocking up and having, you know, 3 or 4 of them of your favorite needle, just because they're not being manufactured anymore. So she had mentioned that I've known about this for a while, but I didn't want to mention it until she put the word out there. But she did notify her distributors that she's retiring. So, you know, she got some big orders from her distributors, and these will, once these are gone, they're gone. So get out there and purchase your CTR needles, you guys. All right, I had a couple questions from the last video. God, can we talk? She asked, or maybe it's a he, have you ever made a calendar of your paintings? I actually did a few years back. I can't even remember where. It was print on demand. That's right. It was print on demand. It was angels. And not many of them sold. It was kind of a weird format, the way this calendar was laid out. So I'm not going to do it that way anymore. But the company that I work with, the publisher that I work with that makes our sampler books, they offer calendars. I'm going to look into it and see how much that would cost, because I would love to do an angel calendar and a cross-stitch calendar. I think that would be really cool, but I got to make sure that it's cost effective and it will make sense. But, you know, Legacy Publishing does my teddy bear calendar, and that is a licensing deal. So I supply them the art, they publish it and sell it and ship it. And so I just make a royalty on the sales of those calendars, where if I did a cross stitch or an angel calendar, we would be publishing those and we'd have to have them in stock and, you know, that whole thing. So it's not a definite, but it's something I'm considering. Having said that, a lot of people have been asking me to make Christmas cards, especially from some of those Vlogmas paintings that I did. And that is something I'm considering as well. We'll just have to see about that. But oh my gosh, that Santa with the green coat. Oh, if I had it right here, I'd show you. I want him as a Christmas card. I haven't sent out Christmas cards in the past few years, and it breaks my heart every time I get a Christmas card though, because I go, oh, I need to be sending Christmas cards out. I used to have a lot of Christmas cards with my own artwork on them when I was heavy into licensing, but though the only one I have right now, I just found this over on the other side of the studio, and I saw it and I snatched it because I'm like, there's not that many in here, and they're little too, but how cute. Pray for peace. Or no, this one says peace on earth. But yeah, what does it say? May the light of peace and love shine brightly for you this holiday season. And who printed this? Okay, this was Leanin' Tree. And I don't know what year that was, but it was a while ago, so I'm sure you can't even get them anymore. But that's all I have for Christmas cards right now. So that is definitely something I'm considering for the end of the year, towards the end of the year. This guy, he's the one I would make into a card first, for sure. This is the one I would send out because I just love it so much. A couple people mentioned I should get model stitchers. So they might be new to my channel and not aware that I do have model stitchers. I have several amazing people that stitch my models. So yeah, I mean, if I were the one stitching the models, I would probably come out with a handful of new releases a year just because I am not a fast stitcher. So, but yeah, you know, it was nice of them because they said, hey, you could get some model stitchers, and, you know, and yeah, I have model stitchers and I'm so grateful that I do. Cindy asked, was that painting behind you there, oh, the one of the Madonna, was that there all during Vlogmas? I don't know. I don't know when I moved her there. I think I was showing it during Vlogmas. I think I showed a bunch of it was probably the December 8th one, because that was the Annunciation when the angel came to Mary and said she, you know, if she was willing, you know, that she would conceive a child. So I think that's when I moved it over there. So probably since December 8th, because I showed all of my paintings of Mary and Jesus. And then she said, what's the turquoise thing showing down? Okay, so it's just another painting. It's one that's not finished. So in this one, Mary and Jesus have crowns on. He's a little bit older. He's a little boy, not a baby. And they have crowns on, and I haven't finished painting the crowns. So this one, I really need to get this finished. I worked on it during Witch Paint Wednesday. Both of these I painted during Witch Paint Wednesday. And I really need to get that one done. Vicky asked, in your cross stitch count, did you include the charts for Patreon? No, I didn't, but we already had that conversation earlier. But yeah, thank you for the reminder. I didn't think about it until after I uploaded the last video, and it just like dawned on me. I'm like, duh, you did 36 for Patreon. Okay, Debbie asked, what other fabric do you recommend for Land That I Love? The tin roof seems too dark. I already replied in the comments to all these questions, but in case other people have the same question. That was in 2020. That's when Land That I Love came out, and that whole fabric thing was such a fiasco because a lot of people thought it was too dark. You know, Confederate gray, tin roof. You know, I kind of thought that my fabric was mislabeled because I thought it looked more like Confederate gray than tin roof. Anyways, so many people have stitched that now that there's a lot of pictures on Instagram, and you could always, a lot of times people when they post something, they will tell you what their fabric is, but if not, you can always in the comments or message them and ask them what fabric that they're using. So I recommended some hashtags for her to follow, and I'm just gonna let you guys know here. I'll also put them on the screen here, so look up if you're interested. So if you go to Instagram and you type in the hashtag Land That I Love Sampler, you'll see some there. Also hashtag Land That I Love Zoom Sale. And then there's another one, Land That I Love Sal. So if you go to Instagram, you will find lots of pictures of Land That I Love, and you can get some good ideas of how it looks on other fabrics. All right, that's it for Q&A. Let's go into whips. I have one whip that I've been working ferociously on because I'm doing the Faith in Stitches, where I'm stitching one small a month. My husband. Men, when they blow their nose, it's so loud. I don't know what that is. He's gonna kill me if he sees this. Anyways, so once a month I'm coming out with a Faith in Stitches. It's going to have scripture. They're all scripture based, and they're going to be smaller. They're only going to be available on my Etsy shop as PDFs. Okay, so I started and almost finished. I'm trying to get ahead of myself. So the one I'm showing you now will be released February 1st. So I want to actually be a month ahead. So I want to start on the March one and have it done so that I'm like, because I don't want to be chasing my tail every single month. So the only thing I have left to do on this, which I'm hoping to finish tonight, is there's going to be like a flower right here, and then a flower right here, and then I got to put in the verse, what the verse is. I think it's, what is it? Something. Oh no, this is Isaiah. Oh God, what is it? Isaiah 40:31. Those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. I have not fully finished, I should say, the January one yet. Because as you know, I'm going to make a pillow for the first time, and I'm obviously procrastinating it a little bit because I'm nervous about it. Let's just be honest. And then that was my only whip. And then I have a finish. So this was, oh, and I should have told you what I stitched on it. I have this Theresa Venette Kitten Stitcher notebook that came in the Advent, but she sells these notebooks in her shop, in her online, on her website. Jeez, get it, spit it out, girl. So that's how I realized I missed two things that I had finished, is because I was going through and writing everything in this notebook, you know, the name, where the pattern's from, when I started it, when I finished it, what if I fully finished it or not, what I stitched on, if I used called for or not, blah, blah, blah. So, Faith and Stitches number 2. No. I'm losing it, y'all. I'm losing it. Cozy and Warm. Gosh. So Cozy and Warm was a Patreon for December, tier 4. I had these, they're kind of like snowflakes or just sort of, you know, a design. I had them in red, but I decided to stitch them in white because I wanted them to look more like snowflakes. So that's the only change I made to this. Oh, there is another change, and it was by accident because all these windows up here, see how they have the little brown thing like these windows down here? Oh, no, you know, I'm watching TV and I'm stitching along and I got all those top windows done and realized I didn't put the brown things on them, but I'm like, I don't care. When I was at Craft Gallery, I was talking to some ladies and they're like, I think it was actually Paula that might have said it. Who was she? I can't remember who she was referring to, but they said that they purposely put a mistake in everything that they do just so they can call it their own, make it their own work of art. So I'm the designer though, so it is my work of art, but I'm changing it even further as I make my mistakes. So that's my finish, and when I do the pillow for the January Faith and Stitches, I might make that into a pillow. I don't know. I might put it on a book if I have a book that works. And then also the February Faith and Stitches, I'm going to make that into a pillow. So a pin keep, a pillow. I don't know what you want to call it. Okay. Sorry the furnace is on. It's so stinking cold here today. I don't even know what the temp is, but it is ridiculous and it's windy. What's it say? I'm looking it up right now. It's 14 degrees, but it feels like, because of the wind, -3. And I'm not turning that furnace off. And I have this nice, cozy, soft shirt on that Kevin got me for Christmas. It's not a flannel shirt. It's fuzzy. Like, it's more like fleece. It's just amazingly comfortable. So, okay. I have a couple finishes that people sent in to me. Charlotte Pender, she sent in a punch needle. She said, I used all of the called for except one of the little birds blue. I love bluebirds. So this Enjoy Each Day is a punch needle from my Celebrate 15 Years of Needlework punch needle book. So cute. It looks like she used, let me see, does she say how she finished it? Because it looks like she used, I mean, they're called tongue depressors, I think. But it's like she made her own frame or finishing piece. That's very cool. So thank you, Charlotte, for sending that in. And then we have from Tracy Kerfman. She said, I am newly returning stitcher and I'm so happy I found you. I love your style and wanted to thank you for this pattern in your newsletter. I knew right away it must be stitched. Next year I will have more to add to this little primitive setting. Thank you for sharing your talent with us. Thank you, Tracy. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love how she finished it. It looks like it's, she didn't say how she finished it, but it looks like maybe it's a piece from Hobby Lobby. And then she adhered her piece to that, or maybe it is actually a frame. I don't know, but that little setting she put it in is cute. I like her fabric too. It really shows up the white where I could have used a darker fabric for mine. So thank you, ladies, for sending your things in. If you have finished one of my designs and you want me to feature it here on my Flosstube video, just email a picture of it to me at theresakogut3@gmail.com. Okay, so haul. Oh, I have to share something with you. Now, I don't always show things that are sent to me. But this came in from Jan Holder, and I know Jan. Everybody knows Jan. Jan's amazing. But she was so kind. She found some of my older fabric from, this is from South Sea Imports. So we're talking 15 years ago. This line, one of the lines is called Country Life. The other line is called American Harvest. She told me that she loves making these bags, but she does not have like an Etsy shop or a website, but she sells them, I think she said on through Facebook, or maybe it's Instagram. Let me just do this. She sent me this card too, which her mom painted that. Is that awesome or what? Ah, so cool. So let's see. She does not have an Etsy shop. She sells the rest on Instagram posts. So yeah, follow Jan Holder, and when she has something to sell, she will post it on Instagram. Look, you guys. So this is the fabric line called American Harvest. I just love it. And then look at the front. So that's the same fabric. That's the same fabric. I love this coordinating fabric she chose, as well as this. So nice. And then this pocket has like sparkles on the vinyl, and she said that she likes to do these pockets so that you can put your pattern in there and make the part visible so you know which pattern's inside the bag. Love that. I love this extra detail that shows her logo and her name. I love that because, you know, I have purchased bags and I don't remember who made them or where I got them from, because now I have enough of them that I don't remember who made what unless your name is on it. So if you make bags, I think it's very smart to put your name on it. But the inside is that amazing striped fabric, and look at this industrial like zipper. The zipper is amazing, and the little charm, oh, so cute. Look how cute that is. Ah, and it's a nice size for cross stitch. It's a perfect size. Then, just so you can see the size difference, look at the size difference. So this one I will be using for punch needle because it's big enough to hold my punch needle frame. This line was called Country Life, and it's a non-directional pattern. Some things are upside down. And it's funny because Ryan, I had this sitting on the counter for a while, and the kids were over, or the grandkids were over, so then our boys come over and hang out, and he's like, where was it? Right here. He's like, Mom, isn't that our chairs? Like the chairs that go around our dining room table? Yeah, those are our chairs. And then this, I have that metal angel hanging in the hallway. So a lot of the things that you see in here are things that I decorate my home with. Yeah, so she's got the vinyl pocket again in the front where you can put your, oh, she's gonna snap on that one. You put your pattern in there so you can see which pattern is inside, and again, it's that glitter vinyl, which is so cool. And then the trim, I love it. It's just so well made. And again, it's got that cute zipper pull, and her name. So Jan, I cannot tell you how excited I was when I opened this. I just was like, you gotta be kidding me. And you know, these are still my colors. I designed this 15 years ago, but these are the colors I love. These nice, rich country colors. If you have not watched Snug Harbor Crafts, you have to go watch their videos. I mean, they're hilarious. They're one of the, there's a few that I watch that I literally laugh out loud. Like, hopefully I'm not like taking a sip of something when they say something funny, because it's coming out. But they're one of the few that just make me laugh out loud. And their last video was hilarious. So I thought that was interesting that Keph was encouraging her mom, Deb, to get an Erin Condren planner. I'm like, that's what I use. That's so cool. Well, if you're watching this, Deb, I have a couple things that I purchased as an add-on that I think you need to do, because she mentioned in her last video that she went ahead and ordered the Erin Condren planner. So I was actually surprised when I got my planner that it didn't come with like something to save your page. My other planner from them did. So I'm like, well, I gotta have something, because I have to just be able to open it to the right page, right? So I went to their website and I bought these little things that attach into the binder. And like this one says today, so I clip it in there so it sticks out just enough so that I can see it and I know where I'm at when I want to find my page. They also have one that says to do, and then they have one that says plan for it. Then, to make it even more cool, I bought these. So these are magnetic bookmarks, I guess you could call them. You could use them, you know, if you're a reader, you could use these as bookmarks as well. But like if sometimes in your planner you have pages where you have notes for the month, and it's something I want to refer back to several times, this is a great way to put that on there. So they're magnetic. Let me just show you how they work. Oh yeah, and it's so funny because I'm telling you, great minds think alike. Keph was talking about, I don't think it was in the last video, it was the video before that. She was talking about doing 10,000 steps a day. Well, I am doing the same. Kevin got me a Fitbit, by the way. He got me a Fitbit. Now, I considered getting the Apple, is it the Apple Watch, I think it's called? But I just don't want to be tethered to my phone like that. That bad. Like, I wanted something to track my steps, which I know you can do on your phone, but I don't wear my phone on my person. You know, it's in my purse, or it's laying on the counter or near me somehow, but it's not going to track my steps. So for my birthday, he got me a Fitbit, and I absolutely love it. It tracks my sleep. I get a sleep score every day, you know, because I have the app on my phone, and when I wake up in the morning, it'll sync to it, and it tells me how much REM sleep, how much I was awake during the night, how much deep sleep, and then how much light sleep. And my sleep score's been, it'll be 71 one day and 84 the next, but I doubt I'll ever get 100% because I wake up several times in the night. But I love that it tracks my steps, it tracks my sleeping habits and patterns. In the app, you can, you know, do your weight and all of that. I'll tell you what, 10,000 steps a day is ridiculous unless I actually like put a leash on my dog and we go for a walk down the road, or I walk several times around our property because it's 5 acres. A few times around the property would get me there, but not when it's below zero wind chill. I'm not doing it. So I've been trying to, like, you know, get up and walk around the basement, you know, while I'm stitching, because I could sit and stitch for hours, and that's not good. You need to get up and move around. But, you know, I'm averaging the program that I'm doing right now, trying to just like eat healthier and trying to get my hormones balanced and all these things that I'm doing. One of the things they said is between 7,000 and 10,000 steps a day. 7,000 is very doable. I haven't reached 10,000 yet. So when it is a little bit nicer out, I definitely need to be, you know, taking some walks around the property or up and down the road. So anyways, I just wanted to say that 10,000 steps a day is a lot. So this, there it is. It's, you know, a magnet, and you put it on the page, and it's just a little bookmarker. I will have it sticking up a little bit so it's more visible. But yeah, cool little add-ons if you have the Erin Condren planner. Some more haul that I got was, well, who hasn't purchased this by now, upside down? The Theresa Venette Red Letter Day book. I went to buy it from Theresa directly at Kitten Stitcher, and she was off for the holidays, which kudos, girl, good for you. I'm so happy that you took some time off, because her doing this book and doing that Advent, I don't know how she did that when she worked so many hours just shipping orders. I don't know how she pulled both of those things off, but she did. This book is absolutely gorgeous, and I didn't want to wait. What is the deal with that? Like, I'm going to stitch something out of this before she comes back to work. So I ordered it from Farmgirl Dry Goods. And then after watching somebody's Flosstube, they said, oh yeah, we bought it from Kitten Stitcher and she signed it. Like, you can ask her to sign it. So I'm like, really? Anyways, I'm going to bring this with me next time I'm going to see Theresa in Nashville. And I will have her sign it right in front of me. It'll be even better. So yeah, this is amazing. I love it. And I love all of the things that she has written in here. I haven't had time to read it all, but it's just good eye candy too. And it's just real inspirational. So I got that. Kind of trying to do this in order. Oh, Grinch is my favorite Christmas character. So when I was watching, I know their names, I'm Autumn Lane Stitchery, geez. When I was watching Autumn Lane Stitchery's Vlogmas, Cassandra and Aaron, Cassandra does needle minders. Aaron is the genius that does the designing, the charts and things. He's an amazing artist. He does all his things on the computer. I know I've talked about him before. And then his lovely wife, they're so funny together. But she has these awesome needle minders. Oh, I'm gonna need something to hold it up against. Jeez. Just once I'd like to do a Flosstube where I'm really, really organized. Look at that. She doesn't call it the Grinch because of licensing issues, but she said that they created these before they started Autumn Lane Stitchery, and so she's had them for a long time, and I'm so glad that she put them up for sale because I got one and I love it. I don't even use needle minders, but I'm like a collector of them. And oh my gosh, I didn't get to get a Grinch ornament this year because I didn't go to Bronner's. So I thought, well, at least I got a Grinch needle minder. So thank you, Cassandra. Cassandra, oh my gosh. Thank you, Cassandra. What is my problem? Jeez. Okay. And if you didn't watch their Vlogmas, if you're still in the Christmas spirit, go watch their videos. They were a lot of fun. So when we went to Craft Gallery, Kevin, I love it when he goes with me because then we go to the Finley Brewing Company and they have the best food and really, really good beer. Mine was called Bougie AF and it was delicious. And it came because it was 6.7 or something. Not IBUs. Oh, I forget what you call it, the alcohol content. Anyways, I got it in this small little cute glass, but it's like half as much as Kevin got. He got Sugar Plum Fairy, and it had sparkles in it. I'm going to insert a video real quick that shows you the sparkles in his beer. It was very cool, and he really liked that beer too.
Yeah, like I can see it here. The sun's...
I can see it now.
Their food was amazing. I got their taco salad. I mean, if you're ever in Finley, go downtown. If you go to the Craft Gallery, it's not far at all from Craft Gallery. Go there to eat. It's amazing. And we got there just in time. We got there at 3 o'clock, which is weird. It's kind of early for dinner, but late for lunch. Excuse me. I still have a little bit of cough. And we got in and they were pretty full. we sat down, and it was like 5 minutes after we sat down, and there was a line almost out the door. So we got there just in time, but they're always busy because their stuff's so good. But when we got to Craft Gallery, met some lovely ladies that I actually already had met before going to Craft Gallery, but they were there to say hi and hanging out and stitching and doing, you know, shopping and doing their thing. But so Beth makes these amazing project bags, and she makes them for Craft Gallery, and Paula said they sell out in like 2 weeks. She'll bring in a big stack and they're gone in a couple weeks. But I think she had a stack of them sitting there, and she was making those for the Keepsakes retreat called Stitchery, I think it's called, that's coming up this coming weekend. So she was making bags for that. So I didn't know if she was selling them right then or not. Anyways, I got this one because it is amazing. It's blackbird fabric, which we all know and love. And I love that it has a handle on it. I love the size of it because, again, a lot of times I'll have more than one punch needle project going. So this will fit my frame for my punch needle. So awesome. She does different size bags. She was there working on bags as well, and she hand stitches the binding on. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, you can't even see the stitches. How the heck do you do that? I don't know. But these are very, very nice, nicely made bags. So thank you, Beth, for bringing those in. That was one of my purchases there. And then I also purchased this ready-made frame. It didn't fit the piece that I wanted it to fit. As you can see, it doesn't fit. But this is a nice, I need odd shaped frames, you know. So this, I'm sure, I probably have something right now that would fit in it. So really happy to have that. Then after we went to, had our lunch and stuff at the brewery, we went to Jeffrey's because I have to hit Jeffrey's every time. Jeffrey's is a huge antique store in Findlay, Ohio, right off 23 or 75. And every time I go there, I find stuff that I just have to bring home with me. And I found something to adhere this piece to. So Sally Emerson found a home on this cool box. And this box is full of like rubber gaskets. This probably was in an auto part store or maybe a plumber's shop. I don't know. I would slide it open and show you, but it took me forever to get this lid back on, so I'm not going to slide it open. So anyway, I was happy to find that for Sally Emerson. And then I found books. Look at all the books I found. I was so happy. Kevin was amazing finding these books. Look at this one. I like the size of this one. This is a big book, and it's red. So, you know, an Americana piece will go on that, or Christmas. Love this grungy green. An orange for fall or Halloween. I mean, seriously. In this book, it's hilarious. I already have this book and have something on it. So it's just a nice neutral color. It's kind of a green, but it kind of reads as like just a neutral. This nice, I love the color green of this book. A black book, which will come in handy for sure. And then my favorite one that we got is this one. I can just see a nice long, like narrow piece on that, but I like that it has this black on the top. So yeah, got some more books. I paid $5 and under for these. Some of them were just like $3. So for finishing, you can't beat that price. Then I found this little ornament that I just had to have. He's got a little snarky face. Look at his little face. So it's I don't know if it's a felted. It's made like the clothes and the hat and the ears and all that is made out of felt. But as far as what the body's made out of, I don't know. It might be styrofoam underneath. But he had to come home with me. He's holding a little gift. He's holding on. He's got, for a panda bear, it's kind of weird. He's got a bunny tail. But it's his little face. I couldn't resist. Look at that face. And it's got a little tag on it that says made in Japan. Look at that little face. Okay. So he will be hanging on my, probably that Halloween tree. He's got black on him, so I think it'll work. Then the piece that you might have been eyeballing that I was so fortunate to find. Some of you might look at this and go, I can't believe you actually paid money for that. But it is so prim and cool. So it is a frame that used to have that design on it all the way around. So that is plaster, which, you know, that is called fresco. And it was obviously covered in that. Well, over the years, it has chipped off, which to me makes it even more cool. I like it better this way than I would if all that fresco would still be on there. So I don't know what the heck I'm going to put in there, but it is going to be extra special. I'm trying to get my face out of there. But look at how amazing that looks. So what I put in here is going to obviously be very, I've been framed. It'll be extra special. So I was very happy to get that. Oh, 20 bucks. That's it, 20 bucks. So we had a fantastic time going to Ohio on Saturday. As always. Okay, I think, and what I was picking up was I was picking up 2 framed pieces that Paula framed for me that will be Nashville releases, but also I have designed an exclusive piece just for Craft Gallery that you can only buy through them. I'm not going to show it until we get some of the patterns done and ship the patterns to them so that you can order them right away. So I'll show a picture of that and everything when the time comes. That's it for haul. So we're pretty much done other than the giveaway. So the giveaway is for an original painting. There was 2 paintings. Right here they are. This was back a couple of videos ago. And you had to, you had to say that, oh my gosh, you had to say question. That was the key word. That was what I had the comment picker search for. So you had to use the word question in your comment, and basically that was when I was asking you guys to ask Kevin and I a question for our Q&A. So this is Jolly Santa, and the second one is called Ice Ride. These are 7x9. So I will insert a picture of the winner here. Congratulations, Deanna. If you could just email me your address at teresagoget3@gmail.com. I'll get one of those in the mail to you ASAP. Just let me know if you want Ice Ride or Jolly Santa. I probably have your address because I'm pretty sure you've been a winner in the past, but just in case, go ahead and email me anyway. I would appreciate that. All right, guys, so plans for this coming week is to finish the Faith and Stitches February, to make January and February's into a pillow, to fully finish that snowman with the house, then to design the March Faith and Stitches. Also this week, busy. With Nashville coming, it is really crazy right now, and I am designing all of the books and getting the directions and all of that stuff done. My goal is to have all the books designed by the end of this week. There's going to be 5 books. I have one of them almost finished. The second one is started, and then I had to pick up some pieces, you know, in order to work on the other books. So my goal is to have that done by the end of the week so that next week I can finish up my taxes and any other things that come along. Like, oh, and I got to design 3 Patreon charts for February. So I have all of that to do next week, because then I'm gone 2 weeks. And then February, I will be designing a new fabric line. So yeah, there's no moss growing under these feet. We are swamped. So I guess that's it. That's my plans this week. I hope you guys get a lot of stitching time in, or quilting time, whatever it is that you like to do. And thanks for joining me today for a short visit. And don't forget, create every day. Bye. Is that the best ice cream ever? What is your favorite ice cream flavor? You like chocolate chip?
No.
No?
I like milk. Green flavor is my favorite, and broccoli is my favorite.
What kind? Bubblegum?
No, broccoli.
Broccoli? Broccoli ice cream. You are totally pulling my leg. Broccoli ice cream. All right, well, next time you come over, I'm going to put broccoli in your ice cream, okay?
Yeah.
Told you, I knew you were pulling my leg.
I want to have the lemon cream.
I love broccoli, just not in my ice cream. What are you doing, young sir?
I want to go swing.
You want to go on the swing?
I don't want to.
It's snowing out. It's too cold.
I want to go on the swing.
Well, we're not going to go on the swing. Probably not today. You guys have to bring your snowsuits if you want to play outside. You got to remind Mama to bring the snowsuits.
Oh, yeah. Cardigan let me.
What?
Cardigan boot.
Yeah, you need your boots. You need your snowsuit.
And then cardigan my boot.
Yeah.
And my pack leg.
And your what?
My pack legs. And then
Your pant legs?
Mm.
Oh, so you don't have like a snowsuit. You just have the pant legs and then
And
your
then I
coat.
get my socks.
And what?
And then I go my socks.
Someday we're going to build a snowman. And we're going to name him Olaf. What do you think about that?
And then when I say then I'll be dead forever. Anna,
Wouldn't that be awesome if we could make a snowman come to life? That'd be so fun.
I'll be.
It's just not going to happen, unfortunately.